Unfired, brother. Records.
Yo, Top, I know you hear that steady going off on your hip. Man, won't you catch that and call us back?
Man, that's Tamika, man. I'm still trying to get rid of that broad.
Man, I met a Tamika about 2 summers ago. 2 years ago, I met Tamika, I think the middle of July. I can't lie, the first time I saw her, she was looking fly. Matter of fact, I was getting let me get some
she was
Octolo.
too.
I kept playing ass girl. Say, what you about to do? Went to the counter, paid ass 5D. She started looking funny. Didn't pay no mind. I said, I got you, pulled out my money. Step back outside, we conversating. I'm checking out little mama. Had a session at the studio, so I got Tamika's number. 2 months passed. I called on the Tuesday, 2:30 on the cool. T. Jones answered and said Tamika has made home from school. Ma'am, if you don't mind me asking, how old is your daughter?
Met baby girl in the projects, it was summertime. Daisy Dukes with a halter top. Duke and Brace talking DUI. Knuckle down, I'm pulling over to the curb. I asked how old she was, she said I was grown. I said word, but see what he go feed. Quoting lyrics from my people, talking about the millennium sold out Cadillacs and Regals. Her whole conversation was about the lick. Say she from the city where we from, she want to represent. Licking her lips, and for a sip, smoking black and mild. Looking at her thigh, she pointed out, tatted stepchild. You with that? Represent that. Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
She'll get caught up in a cycle, hollering at a pimp. Her mama standing in the door, signaling, come here. Sundress, hat done in cornrows, contacts make her look Creole. She said she done look Benny hair once or twice before. I recognized the face, she said I dance, I know. I told him, come on, both of them, let's go. Tamika, look.
People think Tamika tripping now, cause Tamika stripping now. But Tamika ain't crazy now, Tamika got a little baby now. She learned too much early, everybody know what Tamika. When she was 15, her mother was 30, everybody know what Tamika. I ain't mad at you, just be careful and do what you do. Tamika, take care of that hard-headed son and get your revenue.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass mate.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Look at you looking like that today. Look, mama, hey, what's your name?
Tamika.
Quit looking at me like that, baby girl. They say you just 15. Done told me about you look like you just too fine for your own damn good. But you can call me back when you hit 18 and I'll take you to the crib in the hood. Look at you looking like that today. Look, mama, hey, what's your name?
Tamika.
Quit looking at me like that, baby girl. They say you just 15. Done told me about you look like you just.
I watched this boy, Rick. He used to come by and lend me $1 here, 50 cents down. He was all right, you know. He would never let me 5 though, you know. He ain't let me have them twos and fews, you know. So I felt for the boy. I went over there talking to him. And he ignorant. Cause I sit down and talk to him, and he don't let him get none of that powder in his nose. That's like trying to talk to a baboon bear. I talked to the boy 7 days and 7 nights. He was still on the same subject. Where can I get some more?
Next rhyme storyline's about a friend of mine. I guess we'll call him Lil Johnny this time. Now Lil Johnny lived a life of a hard knot, have not. Project born, raised by the dope spot. Now mama did what she could, but the grind was hard. The last thing he wanted to do was break T. Jones hard.
Started from the bottom, then we up now. 10 toe flat on the pavement, the ground. She told me that she need me around. We eating good, got me gaining pounds. Gotta show out whatever I do. Circle small when it got me a cool. Never turn my back on you. I can't do that, no. You forever my dog. I can't never turn my back on you. I can't at all. You always there when I need you. When I pass the ball. Can't sleep without you at home taking PM Tylenol. You the bag to my paper when we blow it off. Still bumps on my body when I'm thinking of you. You got the juice. You do something to me when you not in the room. Back to take out. Will you be there when I make it? Need you on my side. I started from the bottom, then we up now. 10 toe flat on the pavement, the ground. She told me that she need me around. We eating good, got me gaining pounds. Gotta show out whatever I do. Circle small when it got me a cool. Never turn my back on you. I can't do that, no. You forever my dog.
They said time heals everything. You get mad, go through my phone, trip over anything. You tripping over the studio. That's the only time I spend. From the trenches, I was taught to get it how I live. Grinding to build a legacy for my 5 kids. My apologies for wrong I did. The more I learn about myself, the stronger I feel no matter what. When you need me, I'm here.
Started from the bottom, then we up now. 10 toe flat on the pavement, the ground. She told me that she need me around. We eating good, got me gaining pounds. Gotta show out whatever I do. Circle small when it got me a cool. Never turn my back on you. I can't do that, no. You forever my dog.
I watched this boy. Rick, he used to come by and then
All right, brother Records.
Yo, what's up, Dollar Man? What's up, man? Want you let your crew know what's going on down there in the 214, you know what I'm saying? Everybody been coming out with their stuff, you know what I'm talking about? We hearing from everybody. We want to know what's going on down there in D-Town, you know what I'm talking about? Where them real thugs at, you know what I'm talking about? Where them boys at, you know what I'm talking about? Want you let your crews know what's going on? Holler at us one time, you know what I'm talking about? Give me something, where you at, boy?
Here's your 411 on that 214. Y'all dial 911 if my shit don't blow. A pioneer with this rap as far as Dallas concerned. With gold grills, with Asher boots, with plenty money to burn. The last man to hit the door and I be the last man standing. I'll be there when the deal go down cause I done applied it and planted. You got to spread your hustle. It ain't about just flexing your muscle. Cause when the folks get at your ass, you ain't got nothing but trouble. You got the dip switch ride, put the game in overdrive. Premeditates and thoughts and moves, the only way you survive. Game recognized game, so what's up, baby? Say what you need, yeah, it's all gravy. Internet, interstate, don't give a damn what it takes. I got to have it, going to get it, coming back with this weight. A heavyweight nigga now, Mr. Shot Caller. And now don't shit jump off in Dallas unless I call it.
Aight. Yeah, we feeling you, know what I'm saying? But now what you tell your boo where them money hustlers at, you know what I'm talking about? Got to have it, them paper chasers, you know what I'm talking about? Eat money for breakfast, you know what I'm talking about? All about their money on that hustle every day from sunset to sunrise, you know what I'm talking about? Open your eyes and see what's really going on. Bring it to them, where they at?
Hey world, what's going on? What's happening with y'all, man? On this beautiful Top Dollar Tuesday that the Lord done made, man. How we doing, man? I hope all is well, man, with everybody. You know, I got a few topics I want to touch on, but I promised y'all that every week when we come on, that I was going to drop a few Black History jewels because I feel it's so important for us to connect just with knowing the different time frames I mean, I'm not just in 1960 or in 1935. I go all the way back through the time frames about our history so we could find some type of motivation or self-worth in knowing some of the things that we've created, man. That we have great minds, that we can do so many other things besides sell dope and shoot at each other, man. I mean, and I know that that's a part of life too, but we can magnify this. We could really do what we need to do if we start thinking. Think before we act. Black history is just something that they don't teach in the schools, but it's our job to teach our kids our history. So I take a lot of pride in that, working in the school system here down in Dallas, and I'm right in the heart in South Dallas at the legendary Lincoln High School this year. But did y'all know Black History fact? Now y'all can Google everything I'm saying. Matter of fact, I want y'all to Google it so you can read it for yourself. Normally, when you read information, your intake is better than what your ears are. You know what I mean? So, because you can see better than you can hear. Paralips will say anything. MLK was 15 years old when he finished high school. And he was 19 when he graduated from college, y'all. I'm telling y'all that to say, well, most of us are freshmen or sophomores at 19 years old. He was already done with that because he applied himself, and school used to be important, and education had more value than just monetarily. See, once you know something, can't nobody never take it back from you. And once you get paperwork you can put on the wall, that's when you can stand tall. That's when you can go in there and make deals. You understand? That's when you can spend their money and not your money. That's when you can make your pitch to their investors. Yeah, that's just some of the ways that we need to start manipulating our money, man. We need to get back to education. We need to get our kids back funded in some type of religion, whatever religion that you believe in. And I say that because I know God is real and he has many names. So it don't matter what you call him. Long as you know it's a God, then I'm all right with that. Because who's to say my way is the right way, as opposed to saying your way is the right way? We know it's a God, so that's the right way. Now, check this out. Now that was Martin Luther King. Now, I'm going to take y'all back and say, in 1870, Lawrence Paul Dunbar School, located in D.C., that was the first public high school for blacks. That was the first time we was able to get down in their district, an all-black school. And that was in D.C., in the capital. Right there by the White House, because you walk off the White House, you go 2 blocks either way, and you in the hood. And that's for sure. That's just something that we should keep a record of, where we started, and then look at where we are today. And when you look at where we started and where we are today, that should eliminate the excuses. That should nip all that, I can't do this because they done that, because no, we can do any motherfucking thing right now. We can do anything that we can think of, we can do it. But you got to have the gall and the perseverance to do it. Because nothing does itself. You got to do it. If you want it done, you do it. Do you understand what I'm telling you? If you got something that you want to invent, you got a great idea, start writing it down. Don't tell nobody. Get to work on it. This is how people lose $1 million ideas. Chopping it up with their homeboy, and he drunk over there, and he tell a motherfucker, well, that other motherfucker you tell, he about that action. He didn't have no idea, but he bought that action. Somebody gave him an idea, and guess what he got? So we have to be careful with the people we keep in our circles, y'all. You can look at the celebrities and all the madness that's going on now, and it's not so much about money. It's about life and death. It's about respect and morals. It's about us being brothers in Christ. It's about us doing the right thing because that's the right thing to do, not because there's no reward for it. You don't mistreat people because you don't want to be mistreated. Remember that, no matter what it is. Nobody hates a bully, man. Now, more Black History facts, guys. I had to just, I'm just dropping a few little jewels on y'all, like I said, because it's our responsibility to talk to our kids, to teach our kids Black history, man. In 1634, the French Catholics provided education for all labels, regardless of their race in Louisiana, despite the belief and the laws that blacks should not be educated. Now, that's in 1634, y'all. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? 1634. Do the timeline on that. Slavery was abolished in what? 1865? That was in the 1600s in Louisiana. Yeah, in the booth. They said, no, we'll educate these niggas. We don't want no dumbass people around us. You need to know what's happening. Or you need to know how to communicate. See, an educated person knows how to function. They know how to do more than one trick pony because they're educated. You know, that brain is a muscle. I keep telling y'all. And so with that muscle, you working it. You got to feed it. And the more you feed it, the stronger it get. And the less you feed it, the weaker it get. It's remarkable. I want y'all to think about that. The brain is a muscle. You got to work it out, man. Every day you should learn something that you didn't know. Just something. I don't care. Whatever it is. Scrambling eggs. It don't matter. But learn something every day. Put something on your mind that you didn't know. It's 24 hours in a day. Take you how long to learn how to do something? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? 20 minutes? 30 minutes? You get what I'm saying? Learn how to do something. Learn something you didn't know. And a lot of times, that's not even making nothing. A lot of times, that's the facts of life. You dig? There's some facts in this life that we're missing. And it's evident on how our kids are responding every day out here. Are y'all paying attention to them? Or are we paying attention to what the kids are doing to each other? It's evident. There's some things that we need to do. And we got to do them. Ain't nobody going to do them for us, y'all. We going to have to stop bullshitting and take care of the business, man. We got to talk to our kids. Remember I told y'all, I challenged everybody 1 hour a day. Get your whole family together and put down all your devices, your cell phones, your tablets, your headphones, no Wi-Fi. That means y'all can't watch no movie together. The object is to sit around and talk just for 1 hour about something in your life that's going on that they don't know about. You might be doing good on the job, finna get a raise. You might be thinking about finding another job. You might be getting roped, you know what I mean? Kids might have a project coming up or a game or a prom date or something, you know what I mean? White cars might need a couple more tires on it. Y'all been missing each other because you're working all the time. Just something. Sit down and talk to your family, man. Get to know each other again. There's so many couples that go out now and you see them and they out at the restaurant and everybody got their phones in their hand, the whole family. Ain't nobody even stopping to say grace. Food come out, they just start eating and they still on the phone. Though that's just some of the subliminal messages that I just kind of want to put out there to y'all. We need to pay attention to what we're doing and how we're doing it. Now, the oldest, another Black history fact, I'm going to drop a few of them on you every week. The oldest black sorority is Alpha Chi Alpha. Yep, them AKAs. You know what I mean? Black Greek Sisterhood. Yep, they was founded in 1908 at Howard University. Yep, by Ethel Lyle. Again, the oldest black sorority is Alpha Chi Alpha. That sorority was founded in 1908, y'all, at Howard University by Ethel Lyle. Now, I say that because the sorority, it's not so much as it's a big deal to be in one, but it's a big deal to have a sisterhood. It's a big deal to have a brotherhood. And you can create your own, but it's some out there that we can participate in and you pay your little dues and all that, but it's a sisterhood, it's a brotherhood. When you need jobs and when you're moving from state to state and city to city, it travels. The alphas, yeah, the omegas, the kappas. I mean, they got a brotherhood, they got a sisterhood, the deltas. They, the world, something going on, they holler at their sisters, and somebody knows somebody, somebody hooks somebody up. It's just another way, another form of survival besides selling dope and shooting each other and all that bullshit that our kids are doing out here. I hope everybody's paying attention to this generation and what's going on. Cause ain't gonna be no miracle stopping. Ain't gonna be no somebody talking about they right and they wrong on the internet and all that bullshit gonna stop it. That's not gonna happen. These youngsters are too far gone over the rails, if you ask me. We're gonna have to pray for them and give it to God. And see, you don't worry about it when you pray about it. You understand what I'm saying to you? We're gonna have to give them to God, man. Because we didn't give them what they needed to survive. Now they out there, they think they grown. And they doing grown up shit, but they doing all the wrong grown up shit. This is why this black history to me is so important. You know what I mean? Just to say, man, no, did I do this? Did we do that? Man, we done so much in this country, man. I mean, okay, another black history fact. Victor Blanco, he was the first black mayor in San Antonio, Texas, the first black mayor, 1809. Slavery wasn't abolished till 1865. I told y'all, pay attention to these years. Pay attention to our contributions to this country, man, to this earth. And no, it's not about just black people. I'm trying to get us our mental on a higher level than where it's at. I need something to register. I'm so frustrated right now with what's going on that y'all wouldn't believe it. I mean, we touched on a couple of things last night on my brother's show, Real Talk with Jason Dixon, and it's going to roll over tonight because it's just been eating at me. But, these are incidents, I should say, that happen right here where I'm at, I know everything and ain't nothing just happening here, but I'm talking about what's affecting me in my daily living like it's affecting somebody else where they at in their daily living. And maybe we can come together and get some real solid solutions that work faster than planting seed in the youngsters and watching them grow, because we're going to watch a whole generation die off. And that's the only out that I see to it. It's the only thing that I see that's going to happen. These youngsters can't even take a ass whooping no more. They don't even fight no more. You can say the wrong thing about somebody and it's on. They'll tell you dry, and the next thing you know, they lighting into your ass, man. So, the first topic that I kind of wanted to touch on was today we had a school shooting at Wilma Hutchinson High School. We had 3 people shot, and this is inside of the high school by another student. The sad part about it is, any shooting is bad, but the location of the shooting. Why do we bring guns to school? There is nothing in school that's going to kill you. A gun is to protect yourself. That's the only reason you need a gun. Well, there are no guns at school. So now, a couple of quick questions. How did the gun get into school? Check. Why did you bring the gun to school? Check. Who's responsible? See, a lot of people is going to get mad at the school and say, man, they not checking them kids right, man. They got to check better. True enough, they do. But y'all do understand that if they wanted to get a gun in, they was going to get the gun in. Who's responsible? You know, and anybody that know me will tell you, I think all these kids are somebody's responsibility. Now, when you drop your kids off at school, you don't anticipate they gonna get shot. Now you might tell they might get their ass whooped or whoop somebody's ass, or you get called up there cause some a misunderstanding. But you don't expect for nobody to get shot. It's what in the military and the law enforcement they call them soft targets. A soft target is a school. A soft target is a church. A soft target is a hospital. A soft target is a park, an open park where kids is out. That's a soft target, and they call it a soft target, meaning there are no weapons there. You know, nobody's there trying to kill nobody. So again, who's responsible? I would just love to know if I'm the only person feeling this way, man. We not talking to our kids expecting for the world to raise them, and everybody got an excuse except for saying, who kid is that? Lock their ass up with them. I bet you know what he know. Okay, yeah, that's yours. That ain't mine. Fuck, I'm supposed to understand what your kid. I don't know this kid. Who house he sleep at? The hell going on here, man? We got, say, man, we having so many shootings and deaths, and we were doing tests today, and we got put on lockdown, and, you know, it's like, now when the kids walk out of the school, you can't even let them go to the store and get no blow pop or lollipop and let them come back in. You'll never know what they got on. And all your staff gone home. It's after hours. You know, at a certain time, everybody go home. Well, you know, you have a lot of functions going on in school in the evening times. I'm not even talking about the daytime. I'm talking about the danger that we done allow all this shit to boil to. We had 3 students today, man, shot in a public school. Somebody make that shit make sense to me. You couldn't wait for them to get out of school and shoot who you wanted to shoot? Why you got to come up in the school with your gun? I don't understand that. Nobody that I done talked to in the district, the law enforcement that I know of, nobody's been able to explain nothing to me. Nothing has been brought forward. Ain't nobody talking about nothing. You know what I mean? Right now it's all hush hush as usual, you know. And I know the district got to save face, but this ain't on the district, man. This kid done came up there with a gun and shot 3 people. How is that part of anything? Yeah, we trying to protect the kids best we can, but in a real live combat situation, I want everybody to slow down and think about this. If you are the police officer and you train, what part of your training teaches you to protect 1,000 kids running around screaming and hollering? Because ain't nobody going to sit down, ducking, nobody. They trying to get the hell out of there. What part of your training can you shoot through that crowd and shoot the damn killer? With all those heads and bodies going back and forth and running around and screaming, trying to get free, scared for their life and death situations, critical thinking. We don't do no critical thinking. We don't do no critical thinking teaching to our kids, man. We got to flip this, man. We got to flip this. It starts with the teaching at home. But right now, y'all, I'm just telling y'all, we got a generation, I call it Generation Debt, and every day, some silly shit like this is happening, man. And it's happening all over America, man. But it's just killing me the way we just, I don't know, man. I heard people say it happened to everybody, and I just don't see it the same. I just don't. But I'm not everywhere else. I'm here. I only see from my eyes. You know what I mean? So I can't call nobody else a lie. But I can tell y'all what we going through, we got to stop, because we the one putting us through this shit. I can tell y'all that much. I might not be politically correct, but I'm gonna be correct, goddamn me. We gotta talk to our kids, man. We gotta start spanking our kids. I don't want to hear the government say you can't whoop your kids and tell them to come pick their ass up and go take care of them and feed them. Go on, take them with you. It's a poor ass that can't take a little whooping. And if you do not whoop your kid's ass, you get this kind of shit. When you spend too much time trying to be their friends and not understanding it and checking them. You know, as a parent, you got to check your kids because at a certain point, and we all did it, we think we know. Oh, I got it. I know what it is. Call of Duty is a game. Grand Theft Auto is a game. You don't get to hit reset, and then they get up and y'all do something else tomorrow. It's not so much as you kill them, but you got to understand when you kill them, you kill yourself. Whether you eat a bullet or go to jail for 30 years, 25 years, get in there and shank a nigga, now you got more time added to time that you didn't want to serve in the first place. These are kids I'm talking about, y'all. These are teenagers being miseducated, undereducated, not educated at all, to get mad and go up to the school with a gun and start firing. What part of that is gangster? Is that some lashing out from being bullied, from being picked on? Is our lines of communication that broken to where nobody noticed nothing? Because anything's possible. It just don't make sense to me to where you need that. I don't understand how the kid come up there with a gun and open fire. The mindset of the child, the thought process. Like I said, the critical thinking, we don't teach it. We don't talk about it. You know, it's times in life to where pressure gonna get on all our ass. If this, if that. You know what I mean? Life be lifing, man. And a lot of times it don't be the bullying, it be the expectations. It be the embarrassment. But when you don't talk to your kids, you don't know these things. And I will say this and I'm gonna stand on it. If you can't sit down and talk to your kid for 30 minutes or an hour and tell if something is going on with that kid, you're not a good parent. I'll repeat it. If you can't sit down with your child for 30 minutes to an hour and talk to them about whatever y'all talk about, if you can't pick up on something's wrong, done traumatized that boy or that girl, something is fucking with them, they got some PSD from something, to the point to where they bringing guns to school and shooting people. Think about that. This just happened today, man. We're going to go to commercial, and I'm going to pay a few bills, but if I tell y'all I got a heavy heart, man, it's just hard around here, man. And we going to have to get our shit together, y'all. We're going to have to get our shit together. Y'all stay tuned, man. I hear you, Wood. I see you, buddy. We're going to holler back at y'all in just a minute. Mr. 214, Dallas After Dark. Yeah, sir.
Times, you gotta stay strong. Like, oh, as a matter of fact, them the times when you gotta get strong for shit show. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Out here in these streets, it ain't no room for the weak. Nah. It's either you stand on business or get put out business. Ching, ching. Shit. Straight up. This is my pain, my story. This is my story. This is my ride to glory. I'm taking my glory. 'Cause all I ever wanted was to be all that I could be in these streets. For the win out in these streets. Yeah. Cold nights, crack pipes, that's what I was living like. Mama on the phone like, boy, you ain't living right. Get up, boy, and go to church. That's what they would teach. And when I wasn't acting right, leave it at the beat. I didn't grow up hard, but please believe it wasn't easy. When I got touched by a grown man,
Ross grinding. Even when you struggling, you can't stop shining. I learned that life is grinding, but I still gotta keep grinding. I'm standing on my business, and my business I be fine. Every day I'm hustling, Rick Ross grinding. Even when you struggling, you can't stop shining. As long as your clock ticking, it's still perfect time. And even when you hit the blocks, you gotta keep climbing. As I'm looking in the mirror with tears in my eyes, and they don't even cry, this trouble is mine. Writing letters in this jail cell like mama, I'm fine. Like I ain't never coming back, I promise. Line. Oh Lord, I know I'm blessed, cause I'm home since dying. RP to 4-3, I know you up to shine. Climbing up this wet hill, so I keep on sliding. Had to figure it out on my own, my God. That real now. Rip.
I got love for Tina, they got love for me. We just some real G's rolling Texas, loving this Tina. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. East Coast, West Coast, man, they love these Tinas. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. Shreveport, Monroe, man, they love these Tinas. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. So I ride till I leave, guaranteed love.
Now I'll get started. Cause who ever ride? The wanted by the style that you can call a bitch if they die. Too many cried, too many fail, and I'm still standing. Here's the reason for no rain, because it's too damn demanding. No understanding. We talking to me about other brothers, how it is. Mom, only child, there be no other say of me. But never give a damn, I'm Ebenezer. And never get my bread to no trickin' ass geezer. Buy you a drink, trick please, you know my pockets be sick. I'm on the hunt for the lean, it ain't about to quit. New money, they wanna be equal, have on your income tax. Let me hold your credit cards, so I can run up to the max. You know my time be blocked up like them cement shoes. On the grind with my kids, I have no time to lose. On my way from down south, then I'm headed up north. For me to west, my partner Troy, I take for what it is worth.
I got love for Tina, they got love for me. Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. St. Louis, KC, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. Jacktown, Vicksburg, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. Little Rock, El Dorado, man, they love these cheaters.
I'm everywhere you wanna be, I'm like a visa. Woody wood up in this bitch, Ebenezer. With the twitch in my finger, I have them bouncing like switches. I'm Southern G, put it down, and it's not all about riches. I'll make you change your tone. When I slide in the room, a straight hustler out the grove, sweeping haters with broom. Like to meet your doom. I take my people, they down, don't take that long dog. And that goes for any time. We need the one that get it started. When we started, won't end. None of my rules can't be broken, and they damn sure won't bend. I'm always heating up like a heater. White holes like mosquitoes. You best to watch yourself, cause I explode like torpedoes. And bad with other cheaters. Never been a woman beater. You can call me Ebenezer with it wood, sweet Peter. What's up with senorita? The polished off a leader. And when she's acting up, I let her know that I don't need her.
I got love for Tina, they got love for me. They're from Montana, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. Huntsville, Louisville, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. Myrtle Beach, Tampa Bay, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for Tina, they got love for me. The whole Southern Hoop player, man, they love these cheaters.
I'm acting bad, some say it's good. It's your number one lunatic, Woody Wood. With a brother from South D, you know what lead. I'm out here out on the cut, we making major green. So set your shit down, I'm straight out the book, you see. I'm blowing big and everywhere I go with T to G. Whack my AG, but fade and I stay high. It's about clocking these dollars, you know the reason why. We want these clothes and these cars and these rope chains. I'm hustling day to day with a dollar trying to maintain. Hope saying strange, but I do have a mental block. Too many hoes in Dallas, Texas, out here slaying cock. I'm out here cheating, running hoes like a running track. They should have put a Woody Wood up in the flick the Mac. It's hardcore on the grind. Do you wanna play? Back in the gap, they used to call a player Jiggy J. Right.
I got love for cheaters, they got love for me. East side, west side, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for cheaters, they got love for me. North side, south side, man, they love these cheaters. I got love for cheaters, they got love for me. Midwest, third coast, man, they love these cheaters. I got love.
Are we on the air? I'd like to introduce the world to MJF, the newest member of the Stepchild Records.
quarter pound in the house.
That was that here, low.
Street game.
Yo, fat.
Coming down candy paint, done did that. Screens falling from the sky, done did that. 88 divided by 4, done did that. Gripping grain in a Fleetwood lat, done did that. Pulling all nighters, flipping packs, done did that. Pulling kickos, stacks and crash, done did that. Monotomized with 3 dice, done did that. Broke one day, rich the next, my nigga, now feel that. I'm trying to get my Bill Gates on, excuse me. Don't get me wrong, get me right, niggas, excuse me. Tell anything for my soul, but I done told y'all that. They don't love none of these hoes, and I done showed y'all that. I spit these flows like I'm supposed to, and we can choke on that. See, I'm the coldest cat I know rapping, dog. Y'all run, tell that. If you sell dodo when you smoke, then I got your sack. But all that bumping, stunting, run, I capping, fuck all that. Chicken sugar, that's the plan. Put my city on the map. Make cats who hate me when they see me say Top did that. I'm trying to beat up the block in an armored truck, sitting on some Martian Fox. The bank of Dallas, right-handed player, coming southpaw. Good famous, world known. Pimp ass nigga like Ken Alone. Blowing Reaper like Cheech and Chong. Logo, a skull, 2 microphones. It's Top Dollar, done did it. $1 billion type nigga. Ghetto fabulous, y'all for a minute. Project Falling Dog, done did it. Coming down candy paint, done did that. Screens falling from the sky, done did that. 88 divided by 4, done did that. Gripping grain in a Fleetwood lat, done did that. Pulling all nighters, flipping packs, done did that. Pulling kickos, stacks and crash, done did that. Monotomized with 3 dice, done did that. Broke one day, rich the next, my nigga, now feel that.
Niggas watching everything, watch my fucking nuts hang. I'm stepping with my loaded heat, jumping deep up in this game. I never was a bullshitter when it came to getting mine. Since I've been a young G, dope been my hustle grind. Mama tried to guide me, daddy rolled stones, man. In and out the penitentiary, made the places home, man. Falling out the house with my granny deuce. On the cut, shooting them dice down the cut, my niggas loose, man. Niggas ain't guessing cause I had the duffel bag, man. Present day the same way, I'm reaching for my ag thing. Pea shooter, gunpowder, lead, what they call that? What's his name? Got broke off in that alley, nigga, boss that. Just believe I'm down for the cause right now. $100 stick from the south, I take a stab. If you niggas can't feel me, I ain't giving a fuck, man. You niggas ain't real G's, game leave you stuck, man. You ain't never seen the hot face of the devil. A crimson red killer, a body snatching rebel, a midnight missionary jack move maker. A sneak up on you, hunter, a cut you open. Gator, the main upstairs, be the only thing I bar. I ride solo, bitch, you 40 in the car. I never ask a nigga for a motherfucking thing. Bitch, we take what we deserve, cause bitch, we in this game, and bitch, we causing pain.
Órale, aquí estamos viendo la vida loca. Y si no ves una cosa es otra. Guáchate con los catrachos, porque aquí en esta vida el gobierno te trata gacho. Vos, así es, moviendo y traficando. Aquí estoy con el mero peso, Top Dollar y el quarter pound. 25 libras, hablando como entraron miles y miles de libras hasta llaves. Vos, viniendo de a mero abajo, y tú sabes, los mexicanos vienen de México con todo el jale. De California a Rento hasta Texas, todo Estados Unidos a los United States. Top of Texas, arriba de Texas, pues aquí estoy sufriendo y que ya lo hice.
Coming down candy paint, done did that. Screens falling from the sky, done did that. 88 divided by 4, done did that. Gripping grain in a Fleetwood lat, done did that. Pulling all nighters, flipping packs, done did that. Pulling kickos, stacks and crash, done did that. Monotomized with 3 dice,
Hey, man, welcome back, man. I appreciate all y'all, man, for listening in, man. But, I'm just venting right now. Like I said, we got a lot of death going on in the community, which is normal. It's just touching me because it's the kids now. It's not these stupid ass niggas out here trying to sell dope and jack each other now. Now the kids are just piggybacked off of it. When you go home to that type of household, to that type of setting, to that type of training, to that type of mindset, it's hard to get away from it. We have 6 to 7 hours of structure 5 days a week in the schools, but now they got 16 hours of free time out there in that same nest pool of shit. And I want to tell y'all something, man. And I've said it, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm black and I'm unapologetic. I'm unapologetically top dollar. I'm just me, man. And it don't bother nobody else. I don't hear no major stories. We don't get no updates. We hear about the shootings and then boom, it go dead. I don't see nobody talking about it. Nobody forcing the news. Nobody. I don't see nothing when it comes to our kids. We're going to have to protect them from themselves. We're going to have to be responsible for them. It's obvious they're not responsible enough to do grown-up things on their own, so they still need a little more teaching. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't matter when you get it, long as you get it. That's what they always told me. I said, goddamn, boy, you pick up everything so fast. What's so fast? You can take your time. You ain't got to get it right now. You don't have to be artistic to get something. And when I say artistic, I mean you zero in on one thing and that's your main thing. In life, you really should keep your main thing your main thing. All that side shit should be side shit. And what I'm talking about is the main thing, our seeds, our family, our legacy, our brotherhood, our sisterhood, our unity. None of that exists no more. Ain't no more black nothing. We don't own shit. We don't represent shit. And all we do is piss and complain about the shit that ain't nobody giving us. And at this time, I'm going to say it again. That's why I dropped those little jewels on black history throughout time. So it's not like in the last 10 years or the last 20 years. No, I go all the way back. I was talking about the 1700s in black history. Back to 1959 and then 1980 something. I mean, just all throughout history. We're going to have to make sure, man, that some kind of way, in order to fix this, we got to start talking again. We got to start being neighborly. If you want to be a friend, then you have to, if you want friends, you have to be friendly. You can't walk around here with a mean mug on your goddamn face and brothers don't even speak to each other no more. We see each other out, and if somebody speak to you, you look at them like they crazy. Just said hello, shit, what's happening, man? Hell, we might come out of this event tonight and you on flat. I might have to help you. You might not have your jack. You understand? We have to learn to be more sociable. Our social skills have deprived. We don't teach it anymore. Being a gentleman, you don't open the door for women no more when you see them. Oh, fuck that bitch. You just open the door and just keep on going. It can be an old lady standing behind you in line and you ain't finna do nothing but get some cigarettes and she holding something and you won't let her go in front of you. No, shit, it's my turn to go. This is the mentality that we have taken upon ourselves, that we have allowed ourselves to be so selfish that we're not paying attention to the main thing, which is family, man, because in the end, that's all you got is family. And I call upon all of the black parents to get with their kids and talk to them. Not once a month, once a week, every motherfucking day talk to your kids. It don't take nothing to have a communication, just talk. I didn't say you got to teach them something or they going to teach you something. Just talk. Sometimes they need to vent. Sometimes you need to vent. These are the things that we got to get back to in order for anything to work. Our kids now don't even cut the grass no more. What kind of shit is that? I mean, that's part of your responsibility. Yeah, you're supposed to cut the grass, take the trash out. You understand? What are we doing? The girl's supposed to wash the dishes and help mama cook. Yeah, we supposed to do these things. It's not you cook everything for them and let them eat McDonald's every day, and then when they 12 and 13 years old, they obese and out of shape and lazy and on the computer. No, these are things that we can just affect just by talking and communicating and opening up. Keep the main thing, which is our family, man. Everybody love their kids. No matter which side of the spectrum you on. Victim, or if you the assailant, the cat that did it, they somebody's kids. The altercation, they over there fighting, somebody got stabbed. Both sides, those somebody kids. Y'all understand where I'm going with that? And they doing all this shit because they don't know no better. You have to see, they say when you know better, you do better. And everybody's saying why we not doing better. It's because ain't nobody teaching these kids no goddamn better. I don't want to hear what these grown ass niggas think about that. Start talking to these kids. Don't talk to me. Spend an hour of your day talking to a 17 or 13-year-old kid about something, man. Be a mentor in your neighborhood and take kids fishing and shit. You ain't got to have no money. Teach them how to play chess instead of checkers. Teach them to think. Teach them to always think. Before they react, think about it. Because every action has a reaction. When you do something good, normally good shit come out of it. And when you do something fucked up, normally fucked up shit come out of that. That's the part that we not telling them. That's the part that we not teaching them. That's the part that we not sharing and raising our kids. Everybody want to love on their kids and give them all their money and all that shit. No, man, your kids need you. Yeah, they need you. It take more than money to raise a child. They need your perspective on shit from time to time. At different points in their life, they need tightening up. They need redirecting. They need pushing on out there. Yeah. And you can only know the right time to do that when you spend adequate amount of time with your children. And I don't care what you do. I don't care who the fuck you is. If you got kids, they your responsibility. You hear me? Them your goddamn kids. I say it every week. We should say farewell to welfare. Because it's crippling our people. Because we so conditioned now expecting the handout, looking for the handout, wanting the handout. I mean, you got women having babies now just for the money. Hell, we had one NBA star say, okay, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. I told you I didn't want to have no kids, so I'm just going to pay y'all of it up front. And that was a problem. You see what I mean? When we go tender dickhead in everything, we don't have no financial training, we don't have no critical thinking training, and we don't have no brotherhood, no sisterhood, no ties to the Lord. What do you think is going to happen? You end up with a whole generation of me, motherfuckers. If you want something, oh yeah, I want that too. If you do something, oh yeah, I do that too. And ain't nobody trying to do shit for themselves. Everybody want the stimulus check. Everybody want the income tax check. You understand? Everybody want the lick. Don't nobody want to put no work in so they can make sure that they all right from day to day to day. See, my daddy taught me how to fish, so they can shut down the goddamn stoves and I'm going to eat. See, my daddy taught me how to hunt, so I don't give a damn what they do. We got property, goddamn me, been in our family since slavery. I'm going to go down there and put me a tree stand up and start knocking shit down. We have to put these teachings in our kids before they die off. You know how Paw and Mimi die off and you don't even know who their grandparents was. That's how far we go down the family tree. You know who your grandparents were. Who were your mom and dad's grandparents. Not their mom and dad, their grandparents. How many brothers and sisters did they have? Are you fucking in the bloodline? You do understand the Negroes stayed amongst each other for so long. We got to start back talking so we'll know what the hell is going on. See, if you don't talk to each other, then how are we going to know each other? And you got to love your damn self before you can love somebody else. You hear me? You got to be able to love your damn self before you can love anybody else. Excuse me. That's what I call critical thinking. You get pulled over late night, early in the afternoon, don't matter. Critical thinking. What is your response? Do you hit the gas? Do you pull over and roll the window down, turn your radio down, put your cigarette out so the man can talk to you? Or you still got your music jamming, you smoking a cigarette, he get to the window, he asks you to see your ID and your insurance, and the first thing you say is, why you pull me over? Critical thinking. See now, this public officer that's a servant of the public who's supposed to be there for you, if you don't respond the right way, you automatically put him on defense. And for all of you Negroes who ain't had to talk with your dad, they got the license to kill your ass. They gonna get suspended for 30, 60 days with pay, come back, get assigned to another precinct, and their life go on. Because we didn't know how to respond with critical thinking at a critical time. We got to start talking to these kids to make sure they understand who's in charge and when they in charge. See, we teach all our kids they special and they the world and this and this, but when they walk out your house, when your door closed behind their ass, they got to get out there with the rest of the world. They got to think on the spot. They got to be able to adjust. They got to be able to make moves. And they can't do that thinking somebody going to give them something. Because you best believe if they giving you something, they taking twice what they giving you. You just don't see it yet. They give us the child support, the food stamps, the Section 8. What are they taking away? The black families. See, if a woman's on Section 8 housing and food stamps and child support, can't no nigga stay in that house. You don't hear me. If she got discount rent by the government and getting subsidies and shit, can't no man be there. Well now, that's a win. They done broke down the whole fabric of what it is to be a family. Because now they telling the woman, if he can't afford a house for you, we got you. If he can't feed you and them kids, we got you. Oh, he don't want to give you no money? We'll take it from him. Instead of us starting to communicate with each other, talk and know who we sleeping with. No, don't skeet in everything. Because there are consequences for all actions. If you do something good, normally something good comes out of it. If you do something bad, normally something bad comes out of it. It's not rocket science. You don't have to have no PhD to understand what I'm telling you. We got to pull our shit together to where your next door neighbor should be able to check your child if she see your child out there doing something wrong. You shouldn't come home and be wanting to fight the next door neighbor because they told your child to stay off their damn grass. That's their goddamn grass. They don't play ball out there in front of my car. Shit. Tell them to go to the park and play ball. But it was a time when we communicated with each other and we were neighbors and we were neighborly. If we know these little old niggas out there playing ball, I'm gonna park my car on the other side of the street. I'm gonna park my shit in the back. But now we are so selfish and self-centered the way it's never about the kids, or should I say it's always about the kids. How do y'all want to look at it? Because if you're not talking to them and educating and giving them valuable information, life-changing information, like how to conduct yourself in a critical situation, then what are we doing? If your big homie not talking to you about getting paper, is that your big homie? If your big brother's not trying to tell you to stay in school, stay off the blocks, what are we doing? What kind of direction are we giving? Because right now, anybody can get it. No matter where you is, no matter where you're from, anybody can get it. And it's always been that way in my neighborhood, but it's time 10 now. I'm telling y'all, it's time mother 10. These youngsters is killing, shooting, man, walking around high school, 4, 5 little old girls, bellies all popped out, and they ain't even seniors. Think about the setback that's going to put them in. And that comes from lack of education. I call it bad parenting 101. Everybody got an excuse to say why they couldn't do it, but them your kids, you got to do it. See, at some point, you got to stop having kids if you can't take care of your kids. Let me say it again. How do you know how to be a good parent if you didn't have a good parent? Because you know what you missed. You know every time you was mad at your daddy that he didn't come to your game, that he didn't take you to the barber shop. You know every goddamn time you was mad at mama when she didn't do this and she didn't. You know what a bad parent is. But we don't have to go overkill trying to correct those mistakes either. Our parents did the best they could with what they had. And we do the same. Except now, everything's easier. We used to have to go outside and play. Now, if your kids don't play sports at the school, they really don't go play. If they don't play in a little league team, I mean, it's no neighborhood recreation. You know, when we wasn't playing on a team, we were playing football, baseball, basketball out there in the streets, up at the recreation center on Saturday mornings. We were just hooping. Hell, we wasn't in the house. At that time when I was growing up, we didn't have no Xboxes and PlayStation 5s. We was out there trying to imitate Mike and them, trying to do what they did. We wasn't doing it with our thumbs. We was out there lacing them up. We were practicing our shot. We were lifting weights trying to get stronger so that nigga wasn't going to run over me next year. Yeah, we was at baseball practice. Oh, no, I ain't striking out this year. Oh, I'm going to get this curveball down. 2 fingers? Okay, well, hold on. Let me put it. No, that's a knuckleball. You understand? We practice. And when you practice, that's what makes greatness. And it is some greatness in the arcade part of it. But I'm here to tell y'all, if we don't start thinking, ain't gonna be no greatness in it. Our numbers are so small as far as greatness when they could be so much larger as far as inventing and accomplishing something besides singing and sports. Something besides music and sports, entertainment and sports. You know, think about this. If we had a crisis right now, ain't nobody going to the movies. Ain't nobody going to no concerts. Ain't nobody going to no football games. I'm talking about a world crisis. But people still will be going to the hospital. They still will be going to the doctor. You understand? There's so many ways that we can achieve, and we should piggyback and achieve any way that you can. But never limit yourself to something that can be just abruptly taken from you. You play sports maybe 10, 15 years and that's it. You understand? If you're in the movies, you're only as good as your last movie. You're only as good as the director in the film. Are you going to direct it, film it, and star in it, and write it? You know, all of these things are important when you start talking about us surviving. and going into the next millennium and still being here and being a power broker. Because right now, we not even brokers. You hear me? Right now, we just shit in the pile. We killing each other like it ain't nothing, and ain't nobody stopping to address these kids. Ain't nobody coming up to the schools to have no safety talks with these kids. Everybody come to the school, got a bag of chips and some cookies, and say, what you gonna do when you get out of school? Hell, they gotta first get out of school, don't you think? We buried them. They not graduating. They going on home. Whatever form you call it. Yeah. We putting death sentences on kids, man. From not talking to them. From not being able to hold a conversation. We don't even have real barbershop talk no more. Because we got all these punks and fags and shit sitting in there. So if you say the wrong thing, then everybody want to fight. Everybody want, no, I don't want to do all that. I want to go to the boy shop and talk to the boys about boy shit. That's what I want to do. Now, you telling me ain't nowhere we can do that? Surely, they got a shop that's just for all punks. How many straight men you know go get their hair cut and shit done at the punk shop? Now, we all got boys from high school that cut hair. You get where I'm going with that? Birds of a feather flock together. If I don't smoke crack, I don't hang with crackheads. I don't steal cars, I don't hang with car thieves. It's something to be said about some separation and division. But it's also something to be said about the hatred that's in men's heart. The hatred that we distribute and show to each other, the way we handle each other. Because somebody a punk or a homosexual, I'm not mad at him. That's him punking. That ain't me punking. I don't have to be all right with it. He do. He taking a dick in the ass, not me. And I'm all right with that. We can work and be co-workers and work there 40 years and never fall out. Because his personal life don't affect my personal life. My personal life don't affect his personal life. You get it? We got to be able to put the right kind of division back off in society, man, to where we can function and think. We're not thinking at all. I'm going to pay a few bills, y'all, and we're going to come right back at y'all. But I got a couple of more topics I want to touch on. But we got to understand something, man. If we don't communicate with our kids, ain't nobody else going to communicate with them. They building more penitentiaries than they is somewhere for us to work or do something with. They closing jobs down. They not opening jobs up. I'm going to let y'all smoke on that. Y'all sit and think on that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. I'll be right back with y'all, man. It's 214. You heard me? Yeah.
And I want every motherfucking dollar. Keep the game and right back how I got. I got big work. I got big faces. I done been around the block. I done seen places. I'm the big boss type name brand nigga with big nuts and I'm known to fuck around nigga. Welcome to Top Metropolis, the home of Sudan. I'm your host. I'm Topodopolis. My peeps call me Squirrel Man. Born and raised in dirty, known for pushing pounds and burden. Clown when it's necessary. Real mics to the damn bird. I'm from the south side of town where we be go-getters. Gold grills, Cadillacs and bills, and we boy now nigga. Home of that one hit a quarter day, chopping, popping collar, nigga. Serve, drinking money, making head, busting lyrics, spitter. The ultimate game is chess. The ultimate fee is death. The ultimate nigga top dollar. My name speaks for itself. Practice my telekinesis, right? My thesis dropped this hip-hop and sequel. Magalicious, I'm at nutrition, magnificent, lethal. Listen up, I got some free games. Say no, not really. Cause it cost me like a motherfucker. Y'all gon' feel it. The top spot, I'm top notches. Be the top of Texas. Stepchild records, fighting 5. It ain't bullshit. I ain't no motherfucking dope dealer. I'm a rapper that hustle and chop it up and hit your block with it. Call me the top dollar. And I want every motherfucking dollar. Keep the game and right back how I got. I got big work. I got big faces. I done been around the block. I done seen places. I'm the big boss type name brand nigga with big nuts and I'm known to fuck around nigga. Now that Jay-Z retired, these boys in the game they shook. They thought the spot was open competition. Playboy the spot I already took. on ball and keeping a bad bitch in the car. Knowing nothing in life but to go out and get it, grind all day, scratch, play a period. Who me? Don't get it twisted, I'm a self-made entity. The mayor, South Dino, hip-hop district of 214. I'm top dollar, make dollar, other dollar, Mac dollars. Lone Star State, representer, playboy, the city of Dallas. Flamethrower, heavy hitter, gifted gab, something serious. STTEPTCILD, yeah, your boy got lyrics. MC in his truest form, crushing crews, how they come. Solo Johnson's album drop constant, damn near done. So I agree to disagree with most of you cats exploiting and fucking up rap. The top of Texas, how you love that? Black ball like Connie Hawkins, but still I came metaphoric and a calico and make them feel my pain. Cruising down the street in my Chevy big body. I'm up in Highland Hills, rolling through Polk and College. Stop by the gym to shoot some hoops. I saw this bopper named Tamika talking about top, what it do? Another big body looking just like me. I took a second look, it's my boy Lil B. He rolled down the window, blowing smoke in my face. Said DUI, got a session at Clip Blue at 8.
Pay attention what the hood say.
Come on, motherfucker. Come on, motherfucker.
Aces and eights, stuck at the gate. Playboy, I'm pushing this weight. Granted, no wings, I clean my slate. I serve these fiends, but I kept my faith. You a hustler? You got to sell more than dope. If you a killer, how the fuck do the living know? Bitch, I kill you, nigga, I steal. Your hair now on feel. Let me flip out in this motherfucker. I'm blowing buildings. God is good all the time. Life is beautiful, fuck dying. That means you hoe ass niggas keep your bitch ass in line. Everything ain't for everybody and stun ain't for me. Fuck over top at 2 o'clock, you're dead 2:45. Remain calm, weather the storm. I was born to perform. Bitches pay me, make music pay me. I'll be multi before I'm done. How you gon' bullshit the bullshit till you not, nigga? How you gon' get rich sitting on your ass getting high, nigga? Y'all keep that stun in New Orleans, can't do no front with no orders. I need cash for my goods, I'm blowing up shit just for starters. If I can see you, I can touch you, that's the ski low, the last man standing. That's how I planned it, for real though. Icon, underground Dallas, hip-hop, legendary status. You know me, Mr. Shabby, that Dixon Circus, let's Bonton. Nigga, boys in my hood, they slitting the bar, sipping on ball, and keeping a bad bitch in the car. Knowing nothing in life but to go out and get it, grind all day to scratch, play a period.
Payback the motherfucker, ain't it?
Beating, breathing, concentrating about confetti. Say MOB, your boy the bad and I'm trying to get it. I'm sick and I can't quit. That's why I dropped this remix. Ain't gon' pay who? Shit, y'all don't know who y'all fucking with. My own T. Jones say I'm thugged out. I'm posted up in South Dallas selling CDs at the drug house. I might be wrong, but I'm sold out. Cause I'm gon' get mine, and that's bottom line, ain't no doubt. Cause the boys in my hood stay splitting the gar, sipping on bar, and keeping a bad bitch in the car. Knowing nothing in life but to go out and get it, grind all day for scratch, play a period.
Make 'em clap to this. Make 'em clap to this. Make 'em clap to this. Make 'em clap to this.
From a baby mama, brother.
Yo, Top, I know you hear that steady going off on your hip. Man, won't you catch that and call us back?
Man, that's Tamika, man. I'm still trying to get rid of that broad.
Man, I met a Tamika about 2 summers ago. 2 years ago, I met Tamika, I think the middle of July. I can't lie, the first time I saw her, she was looking fly. Matter of fact, I was
let me
get
get some
she
Optimo.
was too. I kept it playing ass girl. Say, what you about to do? Went to the counter, paid ass 5D. She started looking funny. Didn't pay no mind, I said, I got you, pulled out my money. Step back outside, we conversating, I'm checking out little mama. Had a session in the studio, so I got Tamika's number. 2 months passed, I called on the Tuesday, 2:30 on the cool. T. Jones answered, said Tamika has made home from school. Ma'am, if you don't mind me asking, how old is your daughter?
Met baby girl in the projects, it was summertime. Daisy Dukes with a halter top. Dookie Brace talking DUI. Knuckle down, I'm pulling over to the curb. I asked how old she was, she said I was grown. I said word, proceed with Eagle Feed. Quoting lyrics from my people, talking about the millennium sold out Cadillacs and Regals. Her whole conversation was about the lick. Say she from the city where we from, she want to represent. Licking her lips, and for a sip, smoking black and mild. Looking at her thigh, she pointed out, tatted stepchild. You with that? Represent that. Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass man.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass man.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
She'll get caught up in a cycle, hollering at a pimp. Her mama standing in the door, signaling, come here. Sundress, had done in cornrows, contacts make her look Creole. She said she done look Benny hair once or twice before. I recognized the face, she said I dance, I know. I told him, come on, both of them, let's go. Tamika, look.
People think Tamika tripping now, cause Tamika stripping now. But Tamika ain't crazy now, Tamika got a little baby now. She learned too much early, everybody know what Tamika. When she was 15, her mother was 30, everybody know what Tamika. I ain't mad at you, just be careful and do what you do. Tamika, take care of that hard-headed son and get your revenue.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass man.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass man.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Look at you looking like that today. Look, mama, hey, what's your name?
Tamika.
Quit looking at me like that, baby girl. They say you just 15. Done told me about you look like you just too fine for your own damn good. But you can call me back when you hit 18 and I'll take you to the crib in the hood. Look at you looking like that today. Look, mama, hey, what's your name?
Tamika.
Quit looking at me like that, baby girl. They say you just 15. Done told me about you look like you just too fine for your own damn good. But you can call me back when you hit 18 and I'll take you to the crib in the hood.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass man.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Careful what you ask for.
Hey, world, hey, y'all, I'm back at it again, man. Welcome back, man. I just want to say what's up to Godson. I see him in the building and shit, man. I appreciate the support, man. I appreciate it, man. Just, you know what I mean, knowing your perspective on shit. Just another brother going through what we all go through, but just your point of view and outlook on it is very refreshing to just feel like I'm not the only man around here that's going crazy. Like, how can we fix this? You know what I mean? Enough of all the complaining. How we going to address these problems one at a time? How we going to attack them, y'all? Because, again, I'm black and I'm unapologetic. You know what I mean? I'm just going to talk about it from where I sit, from my point of view. That's not the world's point of view. That's my point of view on the world. I told y'all about the school shooting this morning. Three people got shot. But now I want to touch on a couple of things that's been going on in the neighborhood that I've talked about. And we want to pray for everybody on both sides because it affects everything when these kids play with these guns. And they don't be playing, but yeah, they be bullshitting and playing because they don't even understand what they done did and what they done took and what they done lost. They don't even get it. But it's hard to just blame the kids now. Who kids are these? Huh? Hey, somebody's responsibility to teach these kids. It can't be on the public school system to teach them every goddamn thing. If you in school and I'm trying to teach you how to read and write and add and subtract and function, damn, I got to teach you how to pull your pants up, go potty train you. You know what I mean? Teach you how to throw your shit in the trash, how to sit up straight in the chair, how to respond to authority figures. I can't teach you everything in the amount of time that we have. Whose kids are these, man? Whose responsibility is this? We done lost grip on what's really important. We got to make sure we keep the main thing, and our family is the main thing, man. Everybody I know love their family. Everybody. Everybody love their mama, man. You understand? Everybody love their sisters and brothers. I ain't say you like them. I said you love them. You know, me and my sisters, we fight all the goddamn time. But now fuck with one of them. I'll tear the whole goddamn town up. You understand? We had a situation across the street from the school at the little corner store called Little World. And 3 people were shot again, 2 boys and a girl. And the 2 boys died. And they were graduates of Lincoln, but they had graduated. 22 or something, 20, whatever. Imagine going to the store, the corner store, and there's been more deaths at this corner store, y'all, than probably the whole damn Vietnam. And that's not an over-exaggeration. My whole life, that corner store, every week somebody get killed up there. Now, why come as a community the building ain't been closed down? I imagine because the building ain't killed nobody. It's the behavior that needs to change. It's not the store. The store not setting nobody off to get killed. That's just the killing spot. It's our only store in the neighborhood that's open 24 hours. That's the first thing. And they sell the baggies and the Superior beer and the baking soda. And, you know what I mean? What you need, you can get it there. They gonna sell you your cho and your goddamn straight. You can get it all there. Not to mention everything else that you get at a corner store. You know, a 7-Eleven, but it's a hood 7-Eleven. It's not a 7-Eleven by name. It's a 7-Eleven by hours. And what they have there, it's a hood 7-Eleven. That's why you can get all that other shit there. So this makes it a common stop spot for the hot boys in the neighborhood. You know, and in my neighborhood, they've always been squabbling with each other. This side versus that side, and, you know, 4-4 and 4 deuce and Trey 5-7. And it's just always been something about something. It's a little jungle down there. You know what I mean? Truly is. But now, for us to, again, these are our kids out here, dog. And this is a separate shooting. This ain't the one we talked about in the first segment of the show. But it's all right here in my neighborhood, though. It's right here on top of me. It's like a cancer that I can't cut out. It's like something that, how do you help somebody and they don't want to be helped? How do you teach somebody and they're not trying to learn? In order for you to teach, you got to have somebody to teach. You got to have willing participants. We got to get some strong black mentors back out here on these streets talking to these kids. Fuck passing out flyers and selling them bean bags and our bean pies and all that shit. We need to talk to these kids. We trying to sell them a newspaper. Half of them can't read. But we can sit down and chop it up with them. You don't have to talk down to them because of their shortcomings. We can build them up because the road that we on right now is straight self-destruction, y'all. It's generation death, and this shit is just everywhere. Every week, y'all, it seems like we done lost somebody at the school or right there in the neighborhood. Every week. Kids come through in the morning, we be checking their backpacks for cell phones and guns and all this. Damn near 1 out of every 8 kids got an obituary in his little clear backpack. You know, somebody he done lost right there in the neighborhood. Or another schoolmate, another classmate from right there in the school. I don't remember death hitting us like that when I was in high school. And it's the same neighborhood. It's the same rules. But it's not the same rules. It's just the same neighborhood. It looks the same. You know what I mean? It has never graduated. It has never made. Lauren Miller shot down the little old thing for Jerry's Well to be out there about 20 years ago, which would have changed the dynamics of everything over there and cleaned up a lot of it. But they shot it down, and the neighborhood just still looked the same, you know. It just, same blocks, the same thing. Same niggas is in the same apartment selling crack. Same apartment, 30 years. Not the same people, but the same thing. They doing the same thing. It's a recycling system. You get what I'm saying? Everybody want to jump off the porch early and get something because they ain't never had nothing. And in the process of jumping the gate, you know, like when you jump a race, you automatically lose the race because you cheated. You took off before the gun went off. When you jump off that porch too early, see, you already lost. 1 or 2 out of 10 is the American dream. Well, now it's more like 1 or 2 out of 1,000,000. Because all of the narratives are being controlled by a small function, a small number of people. And none of those people we communicate with to let them know what we want to bring forth. See, we can complain about Trump, but we don't get to go talk to Trump. If we want somebody to talk to Trump, we got to send our representatives in there to talk to him. This is the way the system is set up. If you want to win in the game, you got to play the game. But by there not being no blackness anymore, nothing is all black because everybody has a problem with being all black. How do we put our issues forth to be seen about? Answer is we can't. We got to do it. If it's something we want done, we got to do it. At some point, you got to walk away from daddy and mommy and go do your own damn thing. At some point, you got to get up and go pay your own bills, nigga. Mom and daddy gonna die one day. Hopefully, they die later and you grow up sooner. You know what I mean? But life has a way of be lifing. Life be lifing. We have to think about these kids is dying in the neighborhood so fast, y'all, that when you hear about it, it's like you expect to hear about it. You know what I mean? Every morning I get up and go to work, I expect that something fucked up done happen. And it's not because I want something fucked up to happen. You know what I mean? We got to keep them all covered in prayer because that's about all we can do. See, if you can't talk to them, you got to pray for them. And if you pray about it, you don't worry about it. And if you're going to worry about it, then why the hell is you going to try to pray about it? You understand? You have to take it there and leave it at his feet. When it's there, it's there. Because we got a whole generation that's just gone nuclear on each other. Yeah. Like they playing Call of Duty in the streets in my neighborhood, man. This ain't something I heard about, this ain't something that's on the other side of town. Right there, man, where we walk to the store, man. Where our kids cross the street and go to school. We got an elementary school, junior high, and 2 high schools, about 4 elementary schools. Right there. And every goddamn day, something terrible done happen. I mean, when I say terrible, anytime kids are being affected playing with guns, and for no valid reason, ain't nobody life in danger. Y'all just mad cause somebody said something. Cause y'all don't like something. So you don't like it, so you gonna kill me. What kind of shit is that? You don't have to like it. I'm the one doing it. I'm the one got to like it. Again, I keep telling y'all that. We got to be able to critical thinking. We got to start teaching it. We got to start going over different scenarios with our kids. The surroundings that they're in, we got to teach them to survive that before they can step out and survive anywhere else. And a lot of times, that's just keeping their nose clean and staying on the path. But you know, you got to know what their path is. You got to talk to your kids. You got to have a relationship with them. You understand? And you got to know your kids. You ought to be able to tell if somebody done something to one of your kids, or if your kids have been traumatized some type of way. You ought to have that type of relationship to where you can tell just their body language, their telekinesis. Yeah. But we don't parent our kids no more. We befriend our kids. And this is what we get. This is what we get. Kids killing kids over kid shit. Now, when did you supposed to die cause two kids is mad? You niggas can't go out there and fight and then go on back in there and play ball? God damn. Why they gotta die? Again, y'all, it's what a terrible, terrible web we weaving and allowing this little old shit to just, it's almost smothering us out. You know what I mean? Some people say, well, it's some real niggas left. And then some niggas say, well, no, the real niggas that's real niggas, they not these kind of real niggas. And I've always been an advocate of whatever it is, it is. If it's a real nigga, it's a real nigga. It don't change with the times. A real nigga's a real nigga anytime. That's just a real nigga. But then they took that and flipped it and say, well, oh, you saying a nigga ain't real because he called the police? I said, that ain't what real niggas do. I didn't say nothing was wrong with calling the police. If you see something going on and you want to stop it, you can call them folks. They gonna come. Ain't no guarantee they gonna do what you want them to do, but they gonna come. They gonna get some act right in this motherfucker. They'll have niggas sitting on the curb looking like they Indian until they figure out what's going on. Depending on how you play the game, your perspective and outlook on this shit, but the one thing that we all can agree on, I don't think that nobody can really deny what I'm trying to say, is we got to talk to these kids, man. And we got to start talking to them like yesterday, man. We need to be talking to them on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? We need to be going through it. Because they going through something, man. Going up to the school with guns and opening fire. What happened at the school to where you want to kill somebody? You know, sometimes in life shit happen, you know what I mean? And you want to get at, you at school. What the fuck could possibly happen to you at school to where you want to go home, come back with a gun, and kill somebody? You got principals there. You got police officers there. You got counselors there. You got coaches there. Now, I understand that all these people ain't good people, but you can find somebody to talk to. This if your parents don't talk to you. Again, whose responsibility are these kids? Go up in the school shooting? Damn. 3 shot. Go to the corner store. Shoot. 3 shot. I think it wasn't even a week before that. They say a 2-year-old shot a 4-year-old, but it was 4 teenagers in the house and 2 adults in their 20s. I'm gonna repeat that dumbass shit again so somebody can make it make sense for me. A 2-year-old shot a 4-year-old, and it was 4 teenagers and 2 adults in their 20s in this apartment. Y'all don't think somebody might should have been watching the kids? Y'all don't think whoever gun that was supposed to have their gun on their goddamn hip? If you got your pistol and you think you need, okay, you got it. Why is it in reach of a 2-year-old? If that's what happened. They saying that the 2-year-old got the gun and shot the 4-year-old. We're getting younger and younger and younger. Now, the teenagers, we know who shot them and they got their reasonings and all that. The 4-year-old ain't even started pre-K yet, and she already took a gunshot, man. Think about that. You say, well, it didn't kill her, thank God. I know grown niggas. Nigga, I don't want to take no bullet. Shit, a 4-year-old in a house with 6 people that were old enough to keep that gun out of their reach. If it's got to beat her and not on lock with one in the chamber, not on safety. What in the hell is y'all saying just happened? A lack of education or a lack of responsibility? What happened? Can it be both? Can it be a combination of both things? Who's responsible for those kids? Whose gun was it? Somebody gonna have to tell me something, man. This is in the same neighborhood, y'all. I still ain't left the block. This is the shit that we go through on a day-to-day basis, man, to make you say, wow. How can we do something in our communities that lasts overnight? That lasts throughout the night? How can we start putting the loyalties and the morality back in our families, in our kids? How can we start setting goals for them and helping them reach them instead of watching them fail because they don't have no support system, the proper support system? See, you ain't supposed to do everything for your kids, but there's certain shit you're supposed to make damn sure your kids do. And one of those things is respecting life, man. Having respect for your father, brother, and sister, man. Some kind of way we got to be on a line to where we can communicate without all this violence. And like I said, these kids don't fight no more. Shit. They airing motherfuckers out because somebody said something on social media. This nigga was over there and this nigga. Wait a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Put the guns down. If you're that mad, nigga, y'all go in the gym like Coach used to do and lock the door. Now y'all go on squab and get this shit out your system so y'all can go back to class. Nobody got time to. We at school. We're not taught, man. Come on. Y'all got to understand the frustrating part to me about it is they mad, and I understand why they shoot, but they don't understand why they shoot. I'm upset about the whole situation because we're losing more black kings and queens before they even develop. But then if you put a pie of cake in the oven and it ain't mixed right, it ain't gonna turn out right. You understand? You got to put the right ingredients in there. You got to mix it up right and all that. Yeah, you got to fold it over nice and neat. Because if you don't do it right, it ain't gonna come out right. It's the same situation with our kids, the same thing. See, if we don't do it right, it ain't gonna come out right. Yeah, you're gonna have one or two, like I said, out of a million, there's gonna be some. But we could have so many more if we just educate them. Feed the muscle, that brain. Yeah, feed it. The more you feed it, you'll be surprised. Every day, learn something that you didn't know. You hear me? Every day, learn something you didn't know. No matter how small or big, I wouldn't give a fuck if that's just how to set the damn sprinkler system. Excuse me. Learn something that you didn't know. When you go to sleep, know that you learned something that you didn't know. Me, I get bended knee. Whatever you have to do to get your spirit rest, do that. But every day, educate yourself. Every day, stop and talk to your kids, man, for a few minutes. Man, it ain't gonna kill you. It's not gonna hurt. And you'll be surprised if you start talking to them regularly, they'll start coming to you. You'll be sitting down drinking a beer, watching the game, or doing something, they'll just come down there and sit down and start talking to you. But you got to open the door first, you know what I mean? You got to let them feel comfortable with you. We work so much and we stress so much. It's not that you're a bad person or you're a bad parent, but we be stressing and going through shit. Well, the difference between our generation and this one is they got the internet. See, we used to have to wait for our news and get it in the paper and get it off the TV. No. See, now when shit happens, it's instant. And this is how the fentanyl and all that shit just took off and all that shit. Because right there, everybody want to try it. It's to do this challenge. It's to do that challenge. They trying to. We didn't have none of that. See, shit happened in our neighborhood. It traveled. Something happened in South Dallas maybe next week or something. Next weekend we go to Oak Cliff. It might be there by the end. Now when shit happens, it's instant. And so we have to be mindful of that when I'm talking about the differences. So we have to make adjustments. Each generation should be better than the last one. See, I'm my daddy, Lonnie B. I'm 2.0, Lonnie B. My daughter, Candy, she got to be 2.0. Me. And that's what we strive for as far as just normal progression. That don't mean somebody won't get lit, won't get lucky and hit a lick. That don't mean God won't shine on you. That ain't what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, if you want to be successful, you have to prepare to be successful. We're not preparing our kids to be successful, man. Right now, we just going so far backwards. I can't remember a time in our history to where we were murdering each other at such a fast rate. God damn, y'all. Do you hear what I'm saying? They shooting in the school, at the corner store. I mean, in the apartment, the 2-year-old shooting the 4-year-old. Man, it's just so. And crime don't make no difference. Marching and praying, that ain't gonna change shit. We gonna have to change this. See, ain't nobody doing that to us. We doing that to us. We killing us. Yeah, some of that is my brother's keeper shit. Then you shoot a nigga. What kind of shit is that? Hell no, you ain't my keeper if you gonna shoot me, brother. You my end. You ain't my damn keeper. But we done let so much stuff get glorified the wrong way. And you know, on camera, gangster is gangster. In real life, you know, it's not so glamorous. Gangsters don't get dressed up and go to clubs every night. That ain't how they rock. Gangsters don't do call for I'm gonna hire you to murder him. Nah, gangster gonna do you if they gonna do you. Now, when you got mafia ties and mafia setups, which we don't, then you have hitmen that do shit. But that's they own the payroll. Whether they killing the motherfucker or not, you taking care of them because that's their job in your organization. If we need fries and you the fry man, drop the fries when I need them. If I don't need no damn fries, don't drop none. It's the same thing. I'm trying to break it down to where y'all can follow me. We got to put them little old perimeters in place. We got to start teaching our kids the values of life, what they fucking up. You can get mad and kill somebody, but know you killing yourself too. So is it worth that? Or can you walk off and do something else tomorrow? You can get mad. I keep saying we got to teach these kids when to kill, how to kill, why to kill. Because there's going to be some killing going on. But it needs to be some education on this death, man. This death is coming so rapid, dog, that I would imagine the t-shirt little old factories is just making a killing. Because it's the kids that's dying. And you know how it is. They're going to throw you on a t-shirt. And you got 20 or 30 friends and family rocking them and all that. They put it in the closet. They might wear it once or twice again. Might. Think about that, man. I'm going to pay some bills and go to commercial. And I'll be right back, y'all, to finish off. Because, you know, I got to do a little sports, man. I got to talk a little sports. We got bunch of stuff going on. So I'm going to pay a few bills, and I'll be right back with y'all, Mr. 214. I appreciate everybody staying tuned in, man. Yeah, Alpha? And that's what that is.
If you know me, act like you know me. But if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me. If you my friend, act like my friend. But if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me. Everybody ain't your partner, everybody ain't your friend. Some of your friends be hating on you, but acting like they your friends. They be the one to stab you in the back, but smile up in your face. Acting like they're really happy for you, but they really wanna take your place. Yeah, seems like everything that you do, they're trying to compete with you. They be watching every move you make, cause they really wanna be like you. If you got some haters in your life, you need to take my advice. Go ahead and shake them haters off and get them haters up out your life. Yeah. If you know me, if you know me, act like you know me, act like you know me. But if you a hater, if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me. If you my friend, if you my friend, act like my friend, act like my friend. But if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me. Some of y'all got family members who never got nothing good to say. You know the ones that be trying to bring you down, cause things ain't going their way. They always being negative every time they come around. They ain't never got nothing good to say, trying to put everybody down. Yeah, just like friends, your relatives, they can hate on you. Sometimes they the biggest haters, cause they the ones who are closer to you. With friends and family like that, what do you need enemies for? Go ahead and shake them haters off and tell them haters they got to go. Yeah. If you know me, if you know me, act like you know me, act like you know me. But if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me. If you my friend, act like my friend, act like my friend. But if you a hater, yeah, stay the hell away from me. You got to shake, you gotta shake those haters off. Yeah, come on now. You need to shake them haters off. You gotta, oh yeah, you gotta shake them haters off. Come on, baby, you gotta shake them haters off. Yeah. If you know me, act like you know me, act like you know me. But if you are
D-Mac on the fucking track.
Honestly, I can't say the fake love. Just be loyal when you mad and don't change up. I've been getting colder from the inside. Don't ask me if I'm good, let's just get high. Bro, no used to be bro, no, we ain't bros no more. We used to be close, we stuck in that life, but no. Was down on my last, still giving my last for show. Too much love, now they mad, I'm so cold. Yeah. Yeah. Lately I've been searching for my peace. Yeah. Fuck the streets cause they don't love you, death is free. Yeah. That's the price you gotta pay, it's best be cheap. Yeah, I ran it up, did it by my lonely, ain't complain once. Gained up, money I got crossed out by my day ones. They changed up, didn't see it coming, that's okay, cause that thing's up. Watching on my shoulders, I see strength. Say I wanna be the one you love, but if you did, you wouldn't have did what you did. Say I'm sliding on whoever now, I gotta see my kid, cause we all gotta die one day right now. Everybody say they wanna be the one you need. Everybody say they wanna be the one, no. Bitch, I'm higher than the price of gas when you in debt. I be in my head more than Professor X. Yeah, I'm just taking time, I had to recollect. Save all of the fuck shit I do not collect. They subside, but I ain't stressed. Took the lead like my name next. Still big four like my name Brent. Elastic drill, I got on stretch. Don't need me more when I get less. I was out here reckless. Sun face in my necklace. You reach for this, it's flagrant tech. Yeah. Miss me with the ocean eyes. I got left in a hurricane, I was at my lowest size. Yeah, but I can swim and hold my breath like Matt Bayandi. Never in a million years I'll switch up for some money. Like how the fuck you love me? Demons in disguise was the people I held closely. Trust keep getting fucked up, I wish I can be the old me. Take me back to days when we was running from the police. Smiling but I'm lonely. But I wanna be the one you love. Been down bad. Everybody say I wanna be the one you trust. They wanna put their hand out. Everybody say I wanna be the one you need. Boss up, man. Everybody say I wanna be the one. No. She ain't got it. Honestly, I can't say the fake love. Just be loyal when you mad and don't change up. I've been getting colder from the inside. Don't ask me if I'm good, let's just get high. Bro, no, used to be bro, no, we ain't bros no more. We used to be close, was stuck in that life, but no. Was down on my last, still giving my last for show. Too much love, now they mad, I'm so cold.
trap, nigga. You supposed to be about your paper, and a nigga like me starving, I'm serving to dip through that bitch, you understand me? Lights out, like I'm coming to store one of them little twinkers or something. Say, man, give me a twink, and when you turn around, bam, boom, that's it, bitch, you out of, you heard?
Hey, y'all, what's going on, man? Welcome back, man. I appreciate all the listeners, man, on this terrific Top Dollar Tuesday that the Lord done made. But I hope that some of the topics I brought forth, you know, just kind of struck a little nerve. We're going to ease on into the NFL draft a little bit. And, I'm only concerned about who the Cowboys don't get or gon' get. Because we don't do free agency, so this our whole off season. I don't want the wide receiver with the first pick. I'd rather have the running back. If we can't get the running back, then I'd rather get a defensive tackle or offensive tackle. Now, with the second round pick, then you can get the running back or the cornerback because we need both. Whichever you don't get with the second pick, you take in the third round. Now, I know that they say it's a luxury of backs, so why not get the backs later and, get the receivers early? Well, I just think that the boy that I like out of North Carolina, that's just a no-brainer to me. The way Dak playing and all that, no, man, turn around and hand the ball off, man. Let's let our offensive line push forward and mash on niggas like we supposed to do and quit bullshit. And, and I like to give an early retirement to Tyron Smith. He signed back one-day contract so he could retire. Boy, he was here about 13, 14 years or something. We took that boy straight up out of USC at 19. Jerry wrapped him in a blanket, and he pretty much was a motherfucker his whole career. Now him and Zach Martin in 5 years, both of them gonna be up for the Hall of Fame. Now, I know our teams didn't accomplish shit, but those two individuals, that's what a Hall of Fame is, man. Motherfuckers show up week in and week out, no matter how good or bad we are, and they gonna whoop your ass. No matter Romo fumbling the goddamn snap or T.O. and them dropping the ball, it don't matter. Nigga, I'm going to kick your motherfucking ass. That's what a Hall of Fame is. It's not so much its statistics as it is, and when you played, what happened? Was you the most dominant, or were you being dominated? And everybody in the league can play ball, so it's no short on nobody to say that they not a Hall of Famer. A Hall of Fame is the best of the best. You get it? Kind of like me with the niggas. Yeah, I'm the best of the best. Same way. Those two boys, man, they both will be eligible in 5 years. So, right now they messing over some previous Cowboys, and we just buried them in a hatchet because we steady got these kind of players due, and they gonna get theirs. It's kind of, we being short-handed on that, but it has a lot to do with winning too. The perception of voters and how they see shit. And again, I got cowboy colored glasses on, so if y'all tell me that Martin and Smith, they not Hall of Famers, prove it to me. Show me who beating them boys. Show me. Because, see, the camera don't lie. That eye in the sky ain't going to lie on your partner. Now, I ain't say we won shit. I can't do none of that. We ain't won it so motherfucking long. I don't even want to dig up them cobwebs. Because there ain't going to be no winning no time soon. Not with our coaching staff and our general manager. Top-notch organizations are ran from top to bottom, top-notch. See, you can't mom and pop store $1 billion business, Jerry. You got to spend some ass, spend some cash to get some ass. If you want the chip, you're gonna have to pay for it. He ain't even paying inflation. He just staying pat, doing shit his way. So, and that's what we got. We worth more money than any motherfucking sports franchise in the world. Soccer, hockey, baseball, no matter where they at, no all that. Madrid, we worth more motherfucking money than any of them. And ain't touched a chip in 30 years. 3 motherfucking decades, y'all. This 25. Shit, it was 90. We won 92 and 93. We missed 94 and won in 95. Now this 2025. So hell, I guess we ain't won shit. They won the motherfucker, huh? But I'm in that era, so them my nickels. You know what I mean? Fuck them other nickels, cause I'm down with my nickels. With my Snoop Dogg voice. You know what I'm saying? But man, just getting on up out of here, man. I just want y'all to know that the Cowboys are gonna have a good draft. We almost can't mess up, but if it's a way to mess up, Jerry will fuck that up. So we just gonna stay positive until they shoot us in the foot again, and then we'll wrap that bitch up and wait on the next time he sell us a good old story, cause he's a good old boy. You know what I mean? Never meaning no harm and all that old bullshit. Instead of stacking his pockets, stashing, holding out. Hell, we got 3 superstars. We can't pay them and get nobody else. But everybody else can sign 10, 12 motherfucking players. We can't sign nobody because we got to pay Dak $60 motherfucking $1 million a year. And that's Jerry's fault because he fucked over him on his first contract. Franchised the boy twice, then the nigga got hurt. So he been mashing on his ass ever since. Every time he get to the table, he want all of his motherfucking money because he know the white boy done showed him, nigga, you ain't shit to me. Yeah, he franchised him twice like, I don't know. See, if he had done what he was supposed to do back then, it would have never got to that. Hell, it done been 2 or 3 major contracts, quarterback contracts given out since that contract. And ain't nobody got 60 a year. All that shit there, when you mismanaging the money, he don't want to pay nobody else. You know what I mean? He don't want to pay nobody else. Now he's an overpaid Dak. Now he don't want to pay nobody else. CD get 34 and a half. On what planet? That's my squad. I love him, man. No, but we ain't doing that. Shit. It's too many nice boys making 25, 27. See, just in those 2 players alone, we done overspent $20 million a year. And they can still eat and be. I ain't talking about, count nobody pockets. I'm talking about if the way the Joneses want to conduct business is the penny pinch, they sure got a funny way of showing it, because Michelson to bust them in their ass for $200 million. He gonna want $42 million a year or something, if not more. Cause ain't no telling who gonna get signed before Jerry decide to pull the trigger, cause he might wait till the damn week of the motherfucking NFL season start. 4 or 5 more motherfuckers might be done popped up. But we gonna take, all that a brush, push it to the side. Cowboy Nation for life, man. I appreciate everybody for listening in with me tonight, man, and my nostalgic radio family, man. One love, man, and we're going to support each other and keep this thing pushing. We're growing fast, so hold on now. If you ain't strapped on, strap on. Because if your ass gets shook, I can't save everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be holding on my goddamn self. We're moving kind of fast. So make sure, y'all tune in and listen. Every night of the week, we got a show on, man. Y'all check it out. Got our own point of views and perspectives on shit. We got different narratives. Everything's not the same on every show. I mean, And we got good spirited people, nostalgic. Y'all tune in on the music. Listen to it, man. Pull up a ginger. We got all kind of different music for y'all. And it's songs of love, songs of hope, songs of joy. Something to put some good vibes and spirits back out in the community, man. This Mr. 214, man, and like I say, y'all stay blessed, cause y'all know Jesus, got me spoiled, man, and I'm highly favored, man. I'm learning to be in Lake George, boy. Till next Tuesday, same bad time, same bad channel. Yeah, sir. That part.
All right, brother, records.
Yo, what's up, Dollar Man? What's up, man? Want you let your crew know what's going on down there in the 214, you know what I'm saying? Everybody been coming out with their stuff, you know what I'm talking about? We hearing from everybody. We want to know what's going on down there in D-Town, you know what I'm talking about? Where them real thugs at, you know what I'm talking about? Where them boys at, you know what I'm talking about? Want you let your crews know what's going on? Holla at us one time, you know what I'm talking about? Give me something, where you at, boy?
Here's your 411 on that 214. Y'all dial 911 if my shit don't blow. A pioneer with this rap as far as Dallas concerned. With gold grills, with Asher boots, with plenty money to burn. The last man to hit the door and I be the last man standing. I'll be there when the deal go down cause I applied it and planted. You got to spread your hustle. It ain't about just flexing your muscle. Cause when the folks get at your ass, you ain't got nothing but trouble. You got the dip switch ride, put the game in overdrive. Premeditates and thoughts and moves, the only way you survive. Game recognized game, so what's up, baby? Say what you need, yeah, it's all gravy. Internet, interstate, don't give a damn what it takes. I got to have it, going to get it, coming back with this weight. A heavyweight nigga now, Mr. Shot Caller. And now don't shit jump off in Dallas unless I call it.
Aight. Yeah, we feeling you, know what I'm saying? But now, what you tell your boo where them money hustlers at, you know what I'm talking about?